Hello students of 10th standard. We are going to start or we have started the lesson that is nothing but lesson number 6, animal classification. In this today we are going to see the phylum, you can say Orthopoda. So these animals have jointed appendages. These animals have a jointed appendages. Hence they are called as the orthopods, as they are having the jointed appendages. Appendages means jointed legs they are having. So they are called as a orthopoda. Then see, planet Earth has the highest number of animals from this phylum. Whenever you see these animals are more on the planet Earth, then see, hence it is called as the largest phylum. Therefore it is called as the largest phylum with a highly successful animals in the animal kingdom. There are more successful animals in this kingdom. These animals are found in all types of habitat. These animals are present in each and every habitat, that is from oceans to the, you can say, mountains. You can find these types of you can say animals. Then see, body of these animals is triploblastic, means made up of 3 germs layer, that is nothing but endoderm, ectoderm and mesoderm. Eucoelomate, having a 2 body cavity. Then bilaterally symmetrical. If we draw an imaginary line on the body, then the body can be divided into 2 equal parts. And segmented, having a segments on the body. These animals are unisexual, that means male and female are separate. For example, you can take frog, then again spider, then again cockroach. These are nothing but the orthopodas. The next phylum that comes is nothing but the mollusca. The body of these animals is soft and slim. Whenever you see the body of these animals, it is nothing but soft and slim. Hence they are known as the mollusks. So this is the second largest phylum in the animal kingdom. Whenever you see this animal kingdom is the second largest phylum. Then see, these animals are aquatic, that means they are staying in water, or they may be terrestrial, they may be staying on the land also. Most of them aquatic are marine. The most of the aquatic animals are nothing but marine. That means they are staying in seas and oceans, but few are freshwater dwellers. That means some are living in the freshwater also. Body of these animals is triploblastic, means having 3 germ layers that are nothing but endoderm, ectoderm and mesoderm. Then again eucoelomate, having a 2 body cavity. Non-segmented, means they are not having segments on their body, but they are very soft. Except animals like snail, their body shows bilateral symmetry. That means except you can say snail, all of the animals show the bilateral symmetry. Bilateral symmetry means whenever an imaginary line is drawn on a body, the body can be divided into 2 equal parts. Then see, their body is divided into 3 divisions. Whenever you see the snail's body is divided into three divisions. They are nothing but head, foot and visceral mass. Then see, visceral mass is covered with a mantle, that is there is one of the hard covering which is called as a mantle. This mantle secretes a hard calcareous cell. The shell may be external or internal, or may be absent also in some of the cases. These animals are unisexual, that means male and female sexes are separate. Example, bivalve, snake and octopus. Whenever you see such types of animals, they are belonging under the phylum, you can say mollusca. See the next phylum, that is nothing but Echinodermata. Calcareous spines are present on the body of these animals. Hence they are called as echinoderms they are called, because they are having the spines on their body. These animals are found in the ocean. Whenever you see, these animals are always found in the ocean. Their body is triploblastic. That means made up of 3 layers. They are nothing but ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderm. Eucoelomate means they are having a true body cavity. Then see, and it is radially symmetrical in adult. Then see, however, they show bilateral symmetry in a larva stage. But they show the bilateral symmetry in a larva stage. They perform locomotion with the help of the tube feet. They are having the tube feet. Tube-like feet they are having, and they are performing the locomotion with the help of the tube feet. Then see, tube feet are also useful for capturing the prey. Whenever they want to capture the prey, they use the tube feet. Then see, some animals are sedientary. That means they are attached to the base. Then see, they have skeleton made up of calcareous spines. They are having the, you can say, skeleton which is made up of a calcareous spine, or you can say there are ossicles also, or plates are present on their body. These animals have a good ability of regeneration. Regeneration means whenever a particular part of the body is broken, it is regenerated, or you can say whenever it is gone away, then see what happens, this part is regenerated there. Then see, these animals are mostly unisexual. That means male and female sexes are separate. Example is, see there, starfish, sea urchin, brittle star, sea cucumber. So these are nothing but the examples of the Echinodermata. See the next phylum, that is nothing but Hemochordata. Hemichordata. Then see, body of these animals is divided into 3 parts. That is nothing but proboscis, collar and trunk. Notochord is present in proboscis region only. Whenever you see notochord, that is present in the proboscis region only. Hence they are called as a hemichordatas. These animals are also called as a acorn worms. They are also called as a acorn worms. Then see, they are marine animals. They are living in seas and ocean. But sometimes they live in the burrows in the, you can say, sand. They have 1 to many pharyngeal gill slits. They are having many gill slits, pharyngeal gill slits. If they have 1, or they may have many pharyngeal gill slits. They are unisexual, or some may be hermaphrodite. They are, you can say, sexes are separate, or both the sexes can be present in only one animal. Example is, see there, Balongolossus and Sacogolossus. These are the examples of, you can say, Hemichordata. See that next one, phylum Chordata. Then see, these animals are supporting the notochord in the body. All chordates are included in the same family or in the same phylum, you can say. The animals who are having a notochord, they are belonging to the same phylum. The phylum Chordata is classified into 3 subphyla. Following are the, you can see, important characteristics of the chordata. They are nothing but, see, notochord is present in the body during, you can say, least or any developmental stage. Then pharyngeal gill slits are present in the body during a least and developmental stage. Then see, single tubular spinal cord is present in the dorsal side of the body. Heart is present on the ventral side of the body. In the next lecture, we will see about the subphylums of the chordata.